right. Love you.
Yeah. Thank God. I think he is a Jew.
Every time. Yeah. How about that? What a great day to be in Boone County, right? It is. Not every day the president visits your community. And the best president. That's right. Not just him.
Of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Knock out Israel. They don't know what the hell hit them, right? They got hit by the American military. They don't know. They say, what the hell is happening? They didn't expect anything like this. To bring down energy costs for American workers and families and businesses like this one, we ended the Green New Scam. You know the scam? Greatest scam in American history. Maybe the election results of the second election. I would say what was the greater scam? The Green New Scam or the 2020 rigged election? I would say the 2020. I think the election. I think the election went down. We took, but the main thing is, we said get out and vote. We're going to do it again. And we're going to make it too big to rig. And that's what we did. We got the highest vote. We terminated the insane electric vehicle mandate where you were mandated. And I like Elon. I said, Elon, look, not everybody wants an electric car. And I like him, it's a great product, everything, but they have to end the mandate. We ended the mandate. Now you can have gasoline, you can have hybrid, you can have whatever the hell you want. They wanted you to buy an electric car by 2030. The only one problem, you can't charge it. You ever see a charger? You're driving down the road, you're running a little low, and they say, electric charging plant, 150 miles up the road. It's a bad feeling. And we massively increased production of American oil, natural gas, and clean, beautiful Kentucky coal. We're not allowed to be
about preceding it with 2 words, clean, beautiful. We say, clean, beautiful coal. And we had Doug Burgum the other day, Secretary of the Interior, who's great, and Chris Wright, Secretary of Energy. And they were giving a long speech on coal. And I tried to stop them. I was in the audience. They kept saying, clean, beautiful coal, clean, beautiful coal, clean, beautiful. And after about like 40 times, I said, wait a minute, just say coal. It's too much. But it's clean, beautiful coal, and it's back, and it's glorious. You know, it's interesting. China uses a lot of coal. China's very smart. They use coal. What they don't use much of, if at all, the windmills. So they make all the windmills, and they sell that garbage to us. Round and round it goes, keeps losing money. Every time it goes around, it loses $25. That's a lot. And kills a lot of birds. Kills them all. You know, if you shoot a beautiful bald eagle, they put you in jail for 5 years. Windmills kill them by the thousands. Okay, figure that one out. Last year I took action to save 74 coal power plants from crushing restrictions and regulations that were putting them out of business, that would have forced them to shut down, including 4 plants we saved right here in Kentucky. Some of the people that work at those plants are here with us now. It's very powerful, and it is now with modern equipment, clean, beautiful, but it's a very powerful fuel. It's very powerful. And if it wasn't China and some of these other big behemoths would not be using it. They use it because it's powerful, very, very powerful. The wind, you know, you're watching television and you want to watch. Your beautiful wife, our First Lady, says, I'm sorry, darling, you can't watch tonight. The wind has gone down. But I want to watch myself on television. I want to watch myself debate. He says, I'm sorry, darling, we have absolutely no energy. There's no wind. What a scam. That's a pretty big scam. That's one of the top. I say that's a top 5. It's top 5. I also announced a lease agreement for $1.5 billion in private sector uranium enrichment facility in Paducah. Decisive action to stop the threat posed by the terrorist regime in Iran with Operation Epic Fury. Is that a great name? Well, it's only good if you win. You know, you can only. And we've won. Let me say, we've won. You know, you never like to say too early you won. You won the bet. In the first hour it was over. But they gave me a list of names and said, sir, you can pick the name you'd like, sir. I said, the name of what? The name of the attack on Iran, sir. And they gave me like 20 names. And I'm like, oh, I didn't like any of them. And I see Epic Fury. I said, I like that name. I like that name. My administration, as you know better than anybody, is also working to keep the oil flowing. It's all flowing all over. We knocked out, you know, they wanted to drop some mines. Very friendly people, mines, so boats blow up. And we knocked out. We're all the time. These are great people. They wait so long, hours and hours. They're great people, right? They were all the time, right? first responders are incredible. Stage, you're listening to me? How about Ave Maria? Well, because this is going to be okay. How about putting it in right now, Ave Maria, if they are listening? Ave Maria by Pavarotti. Take your time, Doctor. She looks great. And I said, and I'm watching, I didn't realize there was a slight size variance, like about 7 inches and about 70 pounds. This guy fought like I tell you. He is courageous. He's an incredible guy. He's got a brand new, beautiful fiancée, and you're not allowed to use the word beautiful when describing women anymore. It's the end of your political career, but I'll say it anyway. What the hell? She's beautiful. She just won the Olympic gold medal. Where's Utah? Gold medalist. Boy, I tell you, she's strong. That means she's strong. You better be careful. She's a beautiful person, and she's a big, strong athlete. I watched her win that gold, and they have an expression, if that were a fight, they'd stop it, right? She's great. But Jake Paul is a great guy, and you know, part of the deal is he said, do you mind if I do an interview with you? I said, Jake, I'm the president of the United States. I don't do interviews. Look at Joe Biden. He went 2.5 years without doing an interview because he was shot. But he was shot 30 years ago, too. It was no good. But I said, Jake, I'm president. How can I do your local podcast? But his local podcast is big stuff. And he's big stuff. Jake, you got to come up. Come on, come on. This guy had guts. And he walked out with a broken jaw. This was not the greatest fight. But you know what? It showed lots of courage. Come here, Jake.
Yeah, what Mr. Trump has taught me is courage. You know, we never back down from a fight, even if they're much bigger than you, much, much bigger than you. And I feel all the local Kentuckians feel the same way. You guys have that fight. You guys have that swag. There's a lot of young kids in here. The future of America. I grew up just a few hours away from here. My dad taught me to fight. And all of our voices matter in America. And I'm never afraid to speak the truth. And I know you guys aren't. We're here representing the United States, and it's just a blessing. Thank you, Mr. Trump. We need more factories like this thriving all over the country, and I know he's going to be the one to bring that here to us. I know God is with us. I know he wants us on the right side of history. And everyone here has to do their part. And God's got us. Trump's got us. God bless. Love you, Kentucky.
He's a great guy. He's a courageous guy and a talented guy. He's a hell of a fighter, too, by the way. And I just want to say, I'm going to make a prediction that you will be, in the not-too-distant future, running for a political office. And you have my complete and total interest. Yeah, that's what we want. He's an incredible guy. Courage, smarts. So in 4 long years, Joe Biden and the radical Democrats in Congress gave us the worst inflation in the history of our country. And together, we will make America powerful again. We will make America wealthy again. We will make America healthy again. We will make America strong again, strong. We will make America proud.